Hey Ben, how's it going? I'm glad to hear you're still programming. So I got your email, and what I did was I went and put together a program using your code. I just picked random images for these guys, so I don't know what yours look like, but I copied all your code as far as, you know, what guy is and all of that stuff, and blue. And it looks like blue's the one that's giving us trouble. So I when I compiled it, I got the same error that you did about here with the remove objects, menu class, click to start class. And what it says down here, the error message I get is remove objects, Java util collection in greenfoot.world cannot be applied to java.lang.class menu, java.lang.class click to start. So let's look at, I'm going to click the question mark, maybe that'll be a little clearer. Let's see. So it says remove objects, Java util collection in Greenfoot world cannot be applied to java.lang blah blah blah. It says the operator that you use here cannot be used for the type of value that you're using it for. You're either using the wrong type here or the wrong operator. So what in the world does that mean? Let's see. Okay, so remove objects is a method in world, right? So let's go to help for a second here. Greenfoot class documentation. And look in world for remove object. Let's see. Remove object. So remove objects. This looks like was one we want to use with collection, right? So it needs a collection of objects as a parameter. Okay. So a collection is a list, like an array list, or so one thing you could do if you wanted to use this one, if you want to use remove objects, let's see, what you could do is have an array list. So one thing you could do is have, what they're talking about with objects is things like array lists, right? And you could make a list of actors, say, and pass that list in. But really, I think probably what you want to do is what I would do is just have instance variables for your click start and your menus thing here. So you could just say click to start, and actually I think you do create, yeah, so you create those objects right here, right? So you have a click to start object here and a menu object named menu, right? Because so, and you make these private, might as well. And the idea here is, it's what you can do is you can remove specific objects. So you can use, instead of remove objects, you can use, where is it? You can remove object and just pass it the particular actor that you want to remove. I think that might be the easiest way to go about it. So let's go back up here. So what am I talking about? So click to start and menu are both actors, right? Because they both belong to the actor class. They both extend actor, right? And menu extends actor. So that means both these guys are actors. Okay, so we can. So what you can do is you can say remove object, and then, oh, but we want to remove the object, not the class, right? The class is what you use to make the objects. All right. So if we do like this, since we have these instance variables up here, we can just say menu like that and click start like that. And if we do that, in fact, maybe to make it even clearer, I'm going to put the this in front of it. So we're making the instance variables, we're setting the instance variables to the menu that we're adding, and that's what we're adding to the world. So we're adding, just to make it clear, we're adding the menus that we're keeping references to those menus in these instance variables, so that later on when we want to remove them, we can just say remove object menu, right, and remove object, click to start. Okay, so that way, and I'm going to just get rid of this line. So then that way, when it's time to do levels, and you do your test there, it'll remove those objects from the world. So it's objects that you add or remove from the world. So see here, this add object is an object that you create from the menu class, and remove object, you remove the menu that you created from the menu class. All right, so let's see if this compiles. Looks like it does. So here's your world. It's not quite fitting in my screen, but if I my click to start is my spaceship. Let me see if I can move him up here. I'm just moving him just so I can fit it on my screen. So if I click on this guy, boom, I don't see anything happening. So let's see, what did I... Oh, there's no act in here. So I guess... if Greenfoot... Oh, you know, so... I see, so he's saying if start. So when does levels get called? See, what the problem that you have here is that there's nothing here that's telling levels to get called. So what could you do? I mean, you need to somewhere call levels. So like, you know, you have like you have a... I'll just give you a hint. What I would do is something like public void act. So you have an act method in here, and you could say, you know, you could check to see if there are so after you do prepare. Oh, I see. You're calling start here in the constructor. Yeah. See, the problem is you call start in the constructor, it's going to come right back, and then it's not going to check anymore. So what you want is you want to check those mouse clicks like all the time. Like maybe stick your start method in here, or your levels method or something. mouse click. I see what you're doing. So yeah, so what you want, I see what you're doing. So you want to, if your mouse has clicked, you want to say, yeah, my mouse has already been clicked, so don't click me anymore. Really, the way that I would do this is maybe have a variable, a Boolean called private Boolean has started, maybe. And so then what you could do is start that at false, right? In the beginning, maybe say has started equals false, because we haven't started yet. And then when you say start, when you call your start here, you could say maybe what I do is just say if has started then just return true right away, right? And then otherwise, if I haven't started, then mouse click and set has started to true. In fact, you could I would just leave this as a void and just say if, like, if I put a not, this exclamation point means not. If I haven't started, if it's not true that I've started, then do that and set has started to true. And I think that's going to do what you want. Let me just go to auto layout here. Oh, I'm missing a... I think this is going to do what you want. And then what you want to do is you're going to have to if start. I'm not sure what's going on with this levels though. If start. So when you start, you want to remove these. I would just stick these. I'm going to say cut and paste. I'll just stick these there. Maybe I'm not doing what you want, because if you if you have an idea like you want to restart when you get to a different level, but like if when you change levels, you could just set has started equal to false or something like that if you wanted to get that thing back up there. But then what I would do is, like I said, I would stick this start in the in the act method instead of here, because then you want to check every time to see if you clicked that guy. I think that'll work. Let's see, and I'm gonna just for kicks, I am gonna make this thing smaller. Wait, I think it's 50. I'm just going to make this guy. This is just for so I can fit it all on the screen. There. So now it all fits on the screen. Now it's much smaller. Okay. So let's see. So now if I but I have to say run too, don't I? And now that guy moves around. Can I click on this guy? Oh, now I can't click on the guy though. That's a problem. So maybe you don't want to start the guy following the mouse until you don't want to start the guy following the mouse until after the start. So maybe you need to have a starter thing in here too, like a private boolean has started equals false, and then you could say if has started and greenfoot. So if those are both true, and then what you can do is just have a method here, public void start for this guy, right? And just say has started equals true. And public void, and you can have a stop even too, right, if you want it. And say has started equals false. Something like that. So then that way you can start off with with guy having not started. So we need an instance variable for guy too here, so we can tell him to start up. Guy. So private guy. And again, we're going to, so this now is going to be our local instance variable here. So it's the guy that belongs to the whole object. So the whole object is going to know about this guy. Okay. So what do we want to do? Oh yeah. So we're going to say has started equals true, but we're also going to tell this guy to start. Okay, so let's see now if I say run, and now if I click on this guy, oh, it looks like nothing happened. So if Greenfoot mouse clicked, let's see how that works. Greenfoot mouse clicked. Help. Greenfoot class. So Greenfoot mouse clicked. Oh, it wants an object. It looks like, not a class. So let's see. So it looks like if we put the actual object here, that might be what we want. Let's see if that yeah. Okay. So let's make sure everything's compiled. Run. Now I click on this guy, they disappear, and he starts following. Okay, so I think that's what you were, maybe more or less what you were looking for. I hope that helped. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and send you these files. And like I said, you might want to do something different with the levels or whatever, but hopefully this will get you started. All right, good luck.